Safety and Formula One are two things that couldn't have been further apart in the past. Fortunately, that is no longer the case nowadays. We haven't had a fatal accident in almost 7 years, and several safety features in the car have played a significant role in achieving this. Firstly, there are the suits worn by the drivers. The drivers wear suits that, at a distance of 3 centimeters from the suit, should not catch fire for around about 10 seconds, even at temperatures between 300 and 400 degrees Celsius. At temperatures between 600 and 800 degrees Celsius, the temperature inside the suit should not exceed 41 degrees for 11 seconds. This has contributed to Romain Grosjean's relatively good outcome in his crash in Bahrain a few years ago. Fire-resistant gloves, which can even measure and transmit the driver's health data to the pit wall, have also played a significant role. And the helmet, of course, is also crucial, not only to absorb impact in a head-on collision, but also to protect the face in case of fire. But there are plenty of other features in Formula One that are ensuring the sport is as safe as it ever has been in its history. So here at GPFans, we thought we'd run down the safety elements that are keeping drivers secure in Formula One in the modern era. The surround. There is more around the cockpit to protect the drivers than just the car itself. For example, a so-called surround is placed around the driver while sitting in the car. Although it looks hard, there's actually foam inside to absorb any body blows. It is a cushioning effect to keep the driver nice and comfy in the cockpit. Driver-facing camera. Since 2016, Formula One cars have been equipped with a camera that faces the driver, allowing experts to observe the cockpit during a crash and gain a better understanding of what happens inside. This camera captures footage of drivers at up to 400 frames per second, making it possible to identify even the smallest detail that may have been missed before. Working in tandem with the accident data recorder and accelerometer, it provides additional data that helps to identify and minimize risk to the driver. Moreover, the camera provides a close-up view of the hands device, the headrest and seatbelt in action, enabling experts to evaluate any potential vulnerabilities in these safety features. The camera is fully integrated into the cockpit, ensuring that it doesn't interfere with the driver in any way. Hands. Another crucial aspect of absorbing blows is the hands system, an abbreviation for head and neck support. This is the raised part that ensures that the head no longer protrudes completely above the cockpit. If there is an impact where the head strikes the side, it prevents the head from moving too far. This system was introduced in the 1990s following Roland Ratzenberger's crash at Imola in 1994. Its main purpose is to prevent a driver from breaking their neck during a severe lateral impact. Jos Verstappen in the past has said that he owes his life to this side impact protection. It absorbed such an impact when he crashed at Spa in 1996. The accelerometer. To collect precise data on the forces that impact F1 drivers, they wear earpieces equipped with accelerometers. This information is particularly crucial after a crash. The accelerometer was introduced in 2014 and was placed in the ear because it's a non-invasive spot that can track the exact movements of the driver's head during an impact. The seatbelt. To keep the entire body in place, there are, of course, seatbelts in the car. In a Formula One car, they are 6-point seatbelts. They form a sort of harness around the driver. According to Red Bull Racing, this harness is so strong that you can hang a double-decker bus from it. The belts are tightened so that it is not really a safety net, but more of a fusion of the driver with the car. If all goes well, the seatbelts ensure that the driver is still held against the seat even in a severe head-on collision. This also keeps the distance between the head and the steering wheel large enough so that there is no danger of the head hitting the steering wheel in an impact. An airbag is not necessary, therefore, in a Formula One car. The monocoque. The protection of the driver's legs is the responsibility of the monocoque. This is the tube in which the driver sits and is also the strongest part of the car. Prior to a new season, all teams must subject their monocoques to a strict crash test controlled by the FIA. In a frontal collision, the monocoque must partially shatter to absorb the impact without transmitting it too harshly to the driver. It must not shatter, however, too much, otherwise the driver's feet and legs will be in danger. However, a sideways impact on this monocoque remains the most dangerous. Although enormous impacts can be absorbed laterally, that part is naturally much thinner. Unfortunately, it became clear that this remains a weak point in the terrible crash of Antoine Hubert and Juan Manuel Correa in Belgium. Wheel tethers. Introduced in 1999, wheel tethers were designed to prevent wheels from becoming detached during accidents and posing a risk to everyone on the track. The need for this safety feature was highlighted after the 1998 Belgian Grand Prix, where a multi-car crash led to several wheels flying off. Loose wheels travelling at high speeds have caused fatalities in motorsport, including drivers and marshals, making it crucial to have effective tethers that connect the wheel hub to the car. In response to a series of accidents, the FIA doubled the number of tethers on each car in 2011. There has also been an increase in tethers throughout the car to minimise the chances of it breaking into large pieces after a crash. The halo. Finally, there is the halo. So much has been said about it in recent years. It may not have looked beautiful and took some getting used to at first, but now everyone agrees that it is a good addition to the sport. The halo protects the driver from large and small debris that can hit the helmet. Perhaps more importantly though, it secures the space around the cockpit, as we saw in Romain Grosjean's crash in the past in Bahrain, and of course Zhou Guanyu's incident at Silverstone in 2022. The halo has already saved lives in the sport, and it won't be going anywhere anytime soon in Formula 1. So are there any other safety features in Formula 1 that we've missed out? Let us know in the comments section below as always, and of course GPFans.com and GPFans Global for all of your latest Formula 1 news and views.